One of the great things about owning a dog is getting to know all of their behaviors. Sure, every dog has their quirks, just like people, but there is definitely a learned science behind most of what they do. Some behaviors are easy to understand, like burying a bone so that they can chew on it later. However, other things they might do can seem totally inexplicable. Well, it turns out that there's often an explanation for even a dog's most bizarre behavior. Once you find out the reasons behind their actions, you'll feel closer to your dog than ever before. One. Eating grass. When dogs eat grass, it can make them throw up, but the truth is they're chewing on it because they need it. Grass can help make up for a lack of fiber in their diet, treat intestinal worms, and even aid in their digestive health. 2. Tilting their heads. If you've ever noticed your dog tilting his head when you speak to him, it isn't because he's curious or confused, it's because he can't hear you. Dogs tilt their heads to better locate the origin point of a sound. 3. Sniffing butts. Since a dog's sense of smell is 10,000 times more powerful than a human's, it makes sense that they use their noses to get to know people, places, and other dogs. The reason they go for the rear end when greeting their fellow canines is simple: there's just more information there. 4. Eating poop. Believe it or not, this gross behavior is totally normal in mother dogs who are cleaning up after their babies. Particularly fastidious dogs will eat their own poop to keep their kennel or their backyard nice and clean, so really, they think they're doing you a favor. 5. Staring at you. Don't worry, your pup isn't trying to brainwash you or creep you out, even if she's succeeding when it comes to the latter. When dogs stare at you, it's because they want a cuddle, a treat, or some other form of attention. 6. Dragging their butts. This behavior is usually practiced when the dog has something disgusting going on physically. That usually means they're trying to clean their rear ends, itch some worms, or that they have a situation happening with their anal glands. 7. Chasing their tails. There are many different reasons your dog might chase his tail. Many dogs do it because they are bored, while others literally have no idea what their own tail is. Some chase their tails when they've got anal gland issues, and some do it if they're in a space that's too cramped. 8. Getting hyper after a bath. If you've ever noticed that your dog gets a little crazy and hyperactive after a bath, you're not alone. Did you know there's a really simple reason for it? Your dog is just happy that she no longer needs to have a bath, combined with the fact that she's eager to dry off her coat. 9. Sticking their heads out of car windows. When you roll down the windows on the highway and your dog sticks his head out, he's doing it to fully take in his environment. In fact, going at such speed can produce something akin to a high for a dog. 10. Humping things. While humping itself is a sexual act, dogs that hump inanimate objects or other dogs while playing is almost never meant that way. Rather, they're doing it to assert their dominance, or because they're just so happy and excited they can't help themselves.